Good morning to all. Today we are going to learn about the making of Indian Constitution. In this lesson, how the Indian Constitution was prepared and what are the Constituent Assembly debates, how the debates were conducted, and parliamentary system of India and presidential system of USA, and federal features and unitary features will discuss in this topic. Okay. The British ruled India over 200 years. Finally, after a lot of struggle, they decided to give independence to India. At the time, a lot of problems were existed in India, and mainly a new constitution was needed to prepare for Indian people. For this purpose, Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946. Elections to be held in 1946 July. Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946. Elections to the provincial assemblies conducted in 1946 July month. The Constituent Assembly members were elected indirectly by the members of the provincial assemblies. The cabinet mission appointed in 1946 allotted seats to each province, to each princely state or group of states. Understand? 1946 cabinet mission came to India. It was appointed by the Britain Prime Minister Clement Attlee. He was belonged to which party? He was belonged to Labour Party. Labour Party supported to India. During Second World War, who is the Prime Minister of United Kingdom or England? Winston Churchill. He was belonged to which party? Conservative Party. Understand? In the year 1946, Cabinet Mission Plan or Cabinet Mission came to India. It was aimed to discuss the transfer of powers from the British government. So, what is the transfer of powers? They transfer the powers from the British to Indian leadership. What was the main objective or aim of the cabinet mission? Preserving Indian unity and granting Indian independence, and the suggestions for constitution. Okay. At the time, who was the Viceroy of India? Lord Wavell was the Viceroy of India. How many members were there in that cabinet mission? There were 3 members were there. Sir Stafford Cripps, A.V. Alexander, Pettit Lawrence. They made 3-tier conference. They dividing that entire regions A, B, C. In that Hindu related and Muslim related and other provinces, mainly Bengal and Assam and other provinces there. But finally, this this conference, three-tier conference. Finally it was failed. Understand? After that, the Muslim League announced that Direct Action Day on 16th August 1946 for the dream of Pakistan. They started that Direct Action Day. Okay. Next, the elections were conducted in 1946, July up to August. They completed that elections for Constituent Assembly. So why the elections were conducted? Constituent Assembly elections conducted, but the members of Constituent Assembly were elected indirectly by the provinces and princely states. Observe that totally how many members were there in Constituent Assembly. Which party got more seats? Who are 389 members were there in Constituent Assembly. In that 292 members were provincial. They were appointed by provincial states, and 93 members they belong to that provinces. Remaining 4 members were there. They are from Delhi, Ajmer, Mewad, Coorg and British, and Balochistan. First one Delhi, another one Ajmer means Mewad, Coorg and British, and Balochistan. These are the areas. 4 members. Reservations for the seats of SCs, there are 26 members. How many members were women in the Constituent Assembly? 9 members were there. Indian National Congress was the single largest party in that 69% of all seats. Muslim League has most seats reserved for Muslim regions. In August 14th, 1947, country was partitioned, India and Pakistan. So separate Constituent Assembly for Pakistan, it's called Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, and Constituent Assembly of India. Constituent Assembly means it's called CA, was not elected through universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means right to vote. The age group of 18 and above age group of 18, they are eligible to get a right. It's called universal adult franchise. But the CA members were elected indirectly, and such did not represent all the sections of India. Only 10% of the population could vote in the provincial elections. Dr. Rajendra Prasad elected as a President of Constituent Assembly. Before him, who was the appointed temporarily for the Constituent Assembly President? Dr. Sachidananda Sinha. He conducted the first meeting of Constituent Assembly on 9th December 1946 After that, second meeting conducted 11th December 1946. సచ్చిదానంద సిన్హా అతను టెంపరీ చైర్మన్గా కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీకి రావడం జరిగింది 9th December 1946. అతని తర్వాత డాక్టర్ రాజేంద్ర ప్రసాద్, బాబు రాజేంద్ర ప్రసాద్, ఆయన యునానిమస్లీ ఎలక్టెడ్ ప్రెసిడెంట్. ఓకే, అంటే ఆయనకి ఎవరు కూడా పోటీ ఇవ్వలేదు. ఈ అపాయింటెడ్ దట్ యునానిమస్లీ, ఎవరు పోటీ చేయకుండానే ఆయన ఎన్నికయ్యాడు. యునానిమస్లీ ఎలక్టెడ్ డాక్టర్ బాబు రాజేంద్ర ప్రసాద్ ఫర్ ద ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆఫ్ కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ. Second meeting conducted on the 13th December
11th December 1946.
Jawaharlal Nehru also made an announcement in the Constituent Assembly resolution, the future of India that we have envisaged means desire is not confined to any group or section or province or party or others, but it related to all the 40 crore people of India. ఈ యొక్క అనౌన్స్మెంట్ని భారత ప్రధాని అయినటువంటి జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ద కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ అపాయింటెడ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ కమిటీస్ to prepare a written constitution for India. Actually, how many committees were there? There are 22 committees were there. Okay, all the committee members, they went different countries and they searched that and observed that different constitutions and note down the important points. And also they observed that the Government of India Act in 1935, the most important committee was drafting committee appointed on 29th August 1947, exactly 15 days after independence. The committees were headed by, who was the chairman of drafting committee? B.R. Ambedkar. When was the first report was submitted? The first report was submitted on 21st February 1948. Understand? When was the second draft constitution was submitted? In the month of October
1948.
But in the first submitted in the draft constitution through discussions. Okay, and next one, the constitution was finally adopted by Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949. And the constitution came into force on 26 January 1950. The Constituent Assembly took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, nearly 3 years. అంటే సుమారుగా కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వడానికి 3 years టైం అనేది తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ టుక్ నియర్లీ 3 years టు ప్రిపేర్ ది కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ డిబేట్స్ discuss on different aspects for 114 days and spent 6.4 crore rupees. Understood? The draft constitution was headed by B.R. Ambedkar. How many members there in that
Drafting committee.
including chairman? There are 7 members were there. One is Chairman B.R. Ambedkar, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, K.M. Munshi, T.T. Krishnamacharya, Syed Muhammad Sadullah, and N. Madhavarao, Alladi Krishna Swamy Iyer. Actually, there are 7 members, including chairman. Okay. The drafting constitution, there were 315 articles and 8 schedules and 22 parts. It includes 90,000 words are there. It is given in the textbook, but actually 395 articles are there. The draft constitution. Okay. Present constitution. 444 articles, 12 schedules, 22 parts there. Number of committees appointed in that some of the committees: Union Powers Committee, Union Constitution Committee, and Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights and Minority and Tribal, and some other provincial committees also there.
మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.